Hey everybody, it's Mark, Colorado Sasquatch Research, and today is October 28th and 2015, and I'm back out on my area today, and I brought a guest out today, Mr. Dana Carroll, who's from Boulder. He's a Facebook friend, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. Sorry that I haven't put out a video in a while. A lot of that, I've been in the process of moving. I've had vehicle problems and just all kinds of bad things have happened in the past couple of months. So I haven't been putting any videos out. So I decided, what should I do? So Dana contacted me on Facebook and asked if he could come out. So I said, sure, this will be the first time I've actually brought someone into the area to check it out, other than Robin from SIR. But I've never really actually come out with a guest, and so anyways, we haven't had a lot of activity today. It's kind of cold. It was a very cold fall morning, but we just kind of came back to this area because I wanted to show the structure that I showed in my very last video to see if anything's changed. It's still standing, hasn't been knocked down. This den here is still here. We haven't found any activity whatsoever. That anything's been going on here. That last structure that I found, it's still there, but no trash, no signs that humans have been doing anything. And it's just been a quiet morning. So I didn't expect a whole lot of activity. It's cold now, going to be going in the winter. So they have retreated into their caves somewhere in the canyon. Any of the canyons, who knows where. So we're just kind of hanging out now and just see what happens. It's just exploring the area. Now that structure right there is one of the overwatches that I found. Everything centralizes around this den, and now with that structure up there. So that's why I ruled out that it wasn't human made, is because of the overwatch positions, like that teepee, that three-way. Well, back in there is where I found the mountain lion skull that they left for me, where I used to gift. But overall, I mean, I'd like to have some action. It's been 5 weeks since I put a video out. So I know I lost some subscribers. Apologize to all my viewers, but life happens. So we're just hanging out, seeing what's happening. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Mark, should we go traverse this ravine and head up that way?
Yeah, it starts to end actually. What happens is that because the road starts to get closer, this hill actually starts to shorten. There's not the huge meadows and stuff that you have over here, because it winds around. But yeah, he's barking at something over there, so let's go see what he's barking at. It gets kind of thick up in here too. Right up here, if you climb to the top, there's a series of boulders that create a giant underground cave. There's one pit hole, and so there's like a network of underground pit caves down in there, which is where I believe they're probably at, in one of those. That looks like a little exit right there, but up, if you go up, and then it's a pretty steep. I'm going to see if we can get up there. And see, all the water runs down these ravines, so they always have an underground aquifer. A lot of the caves that I've shown, they do have little pools of water and stuff underneath them. But see how camouflaged that thing is?
Oh, yeah.
Once you someone coming along, they probably never have ever seen it. And the only reason I found it is because I go traipsing through all this mess. Yeah, here's the star. If the star is still standing, I'll be impressed. Yeah, it's weathered a little bit. It's still there. Yeah, when I found this, I started jumping for joy.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I was like, yes, yes. That's not human made because it all is watching it. But, so it was something was sitting here, and just right on top of this hill was the skull. It was just sitting there with no other parts of the bones. There was no spine. Yeah, just a skull. And I still have that thing actually. And what's kind of creepy about that mountain lion skull is I took it home and I washed it out really well.
Yeah.
I set it on my coffee table. I'm sitting there with my feet on the coffee table, and this black spider, this wolf spider, the mountain spider, comes crawling out of the thing, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, I washed that thing clean. He must have been stuck in a crevice in the skull in the cavity or somewhere. Yeah, so this thing, as you can tell, they built it to sit underneath it for whatever reason.
Yeah, because it's not anchored, really. Well, besides this. Otherwise, this is like free floating.
And I don't understand if it's...
Do you see this? This is beautiful. The way they have this made, that this piece right here is floating, and so is this piece. But it's tucked under that branch.
Yeah.
On that tree.
And they're bent. It's in the earth. It's just been bowed over into a star.
This is hung on by one branch. This one branch is holding this on.
The pictures that I posted originally of it, I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Because it was more overgrown.
Right, right.
It's now, what, it's been standing for about 4 years. The bow that was over it is gone. There was a bow that they had bowed over it. It's not there anymore across the top. Now back in here, I found cat tracks. And it may have belonged to the cat they killed.
You don't have binocs, do you?
I got them in the truck. I don't have them on me.
No worries.
You see something?
You know, it could be a pareidolia, but there's a cave across the way.
I'll be able to zoom in on it.
See that cave across the way opening? Like towards the top there a little bit. And just towards the right and down a little bit. It almost looks like there's a human figure just sitting on a ledge there, but that could be, of course, my old eyes playing tricks on me.
Well, again, that structure,
Yeah.
the new one that we were looking at, it creates an opening so they can see directly across over there. And again, even though hikers can get up along the top, to get down, if you fall,
That's a wrap.
yeah, they'll have to bring in search and rescue and have to get, I mean, it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
That's why I don't do a lot of mountain climbing or rock climbing, and because they can do you in these boulders.
But they're kind of rudimentary. Not the best.
8x24s.
You know what? I actually have these things. They actually take still pictures and video too.
Oh yeah, I bought one of those at Big 5 a couple years ago.
I'll tell you what, though, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get me in that close. Interesting, yeah. Nice looking cave. Honestly, that'd be a beautiful spot to lay up for the winter.
Yeah, they climb as they climb them. I have still shots of them up on the cliffs. The very first week that I started doing research in here, 4.5, 5 years ago, there was one laying. It looked like a gigantic silverback on top of the cliff, sunning itself, making itself look like a bush. But all the other bushes and trees around are green. You could clearly see it, and the thing was black and gray.
Black and gray, yeah.
Yeah, and it looked like a big gorilla, and it was just laying in the sun. And right below it, there was a cave, and the only way to get down there for, like a human, is if you had a rope and anchor.
He was just hanging out at the mouth of his dome.
Yeah, like I said, this area, it gets really, really, really thick and hard to get back in here. What?
Yeah, all those nice crevices and
caves, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. People say, well, you know, you feel how cold it is in the shade.
yeah.
They go in underground. It's probably nice and cozy when it's freezing out here. Oh, yeah. That was this one over here. This is kind of a mess to get through. But when I found that star symbol in the skull, see this? It's like juveniles make a die-cast small scale of the den.
Yeah.
So it's the same type idea, just it's almost a mirror of that big one.
Yeah.
Which makes me think this is
It's like a preschool version.
yeah, because you can tell it's piled there.
Look at all that, yeah.
And it is, it's like a die-cast model.
Very intricate, the way it's all weaved in here. Got some bows here and
Yeah, let's see if I find any animal kill, because they mark this area because it's hunting area. Whoa, did you hear that? Whoop! The male, he barks. He goes roar, roar.
I heard that before since I've been out here. Thought it was a dog.
Yeah, he'll do it, but typically dogs will go woo 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 woo.
Right.
He'll just do a single
One.
whoa, and it sounds like a. Look at this up here. See that teepee?
Yeah.
I think he might be trying to say Mark. Oh, it's just a few logs laid against one, but viciously hard to get in there. See, just trying to get up to those caves.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like ridiculous. It's like jungle dried, dead wood. What are we at? 1328. All right. So, anyways. We're gonna show a couple different segments, do a couple areas I wanted to show him, and he seems pretty impressed so far with everything that we found, which is most of the stuff I've already documented. We haven't found anything new print-wise or anything. This was the first warm day I've actually had to be unable to come out here because it's been so rainy and cold. As you can see, it works its way along the canyons and then it goes down into the earth. So huh? Yeah. And like I said, the very first video I did, what, 4 years, 4.5, 5 years ago, where I found those prints in the snow, I was up top. I was up top up there, and the prints went right over the cliff, right over them. So either they jump, Or they'd climb down it, but I think they'd climb and then...
Completely like it can't climb. Oh my god, there's like a perfect ledges in here.
Yeah, like it rose out of the earth.
They could easily be like stuck down in there, just like hold up, sleeping.
Oh, underground? Yeah. They have an entire tunnel network, I believe, that's probably thousands of years old that they use. And you know, doesn't matter how strong you are, I can't move a 500-pound rock to block an entrance. So anyways, this will be segment 1, and I'm just kind of showing an overview. Again, for all my viewers, I haven't stopped. I'm continuing to do research. I just had a little bit of a 5-week break there, so this winter's coming, so expect to see me up here in the snow in this mess. And so that'll be it for segment 1 for October 28th.